and welcome back to Kayla Inspires. Today we're going to be going over week 4, which is January 24th. If you are new and you're just kind of hopping on to this series, I have been goal planning for the month of January in my goal planner. And just to remind you, I have set up some January goals and then I break them down every single week. And so I've been kind of going over my week with you guys and kind of showing you guys my progress and how I've been doing. So we've reached the end of January. So this is for the week of January 24th. So let's kind of go over and kind of see how I did with my steps. So if you want to keep watching and see how I did it, then definitely stay tuned. Okay, so just to remind you, this was my week plan. So I was going to continue to time block some hours on Saturday to record, time block hours on Sunday to edit, and I edited to my planner, make a payment of $150 to my credit card, update my debt tracker, and then add that to my planner. I was going to go running or do a high intensity workout on Wednesday and Saturdays for at least 30 minutes, added that to my planner. And I was going to gather and make copies of my documents and look up the information to make an appointment for my passport. So those were my 4 action steps. So let's see how I did. Okay, so we have my goal tracker, and this is where I kind of write down all the different action steps on here, and I can kind of check in and see which ones I've done. So as you can see, I checked off this for Saturday. Editing is on Sunday, so I'll definitely check this off tomorrow. My credit card payment, I did that on Tuesday. My running and cardio, I did it on Wednesday. I'm supposed to do it today, but it is a snowstorm, so I'm hoping tomorrow I can make up for that. I was supposed to look up the information to make my appointment, and I did that on Monday, made the appointment, and that's all set. So my wins is I made my appointment for my passport, which is super exciting. I am closer to paying off my Amazon credit card, literally have about $320. So from $11.68 to $330, right? That's a huge amount. And so I know that I'm going to be able to probably pay that off within the next week and a half or so. And I pushed myself to show up for me. So these are like my wins. Like this, I say that because of this plan and because I'm doing this and being intentional. I've been really wanting to get my passport for like a while now. And again, because I wasn't intentional, I didn't really plan it out. I didn't get it done. And so that's basically about to be done. And the same thing with my credit card. Like I have been having this balance and I've been really wanting to pay it off, but I didn't put a plan together. And so now that I have a plan together, this is like almost done. And it actually makes me wanna, I've been paying more because I see the balance going down and it's making me feel pretty like motivated to keep going. So that's exciting. And then definitely showing up, because if I didn't have a plan in place, then it would be a good excuse not to follow through. But I knew that I couldn't do that because I am keeping myself accountable. So that is my goal tracker. And so now what we do is we reflect on our week. So what went well? So I basically accomplished 2 of my goals. Paying $800 towards my credit card is what I had set out for January, and that's basically accomplished. Finishing my passport application, and I'm ready to go to my appointment on the 4th. So that is accomplished. So these 2 goals have been accomplished. My third, well, I guess my YouTube editing, that one's basically accomplished, but we'll talk more about that in my monthly. So what did I struggle with? Working out, I didn't do the greatest. Like I went running on Wednesday, but now the snow is preventing me from going today. And I have not done well with my weight days. I believe Monday, I did a workout, but I really didn't use weights. I did more bands. And Thursday, I didn't have a chance to go. And my eating habits weren't the greatest, which is something that I need to work on as well. So what do I need to work on for next week is be more consistent with my workout plan, meal plan to avoid unhealthy foods, and then start creating a budget for next month so I can pay the remainder of my balance. So all in all, I think I did pretty well. Like I said, sometimes you just have times where you can't get the things done, which is fine with me. I know that it's not that I didn't want to, it's just that circumstances come up, and that's okay. I've definitely, if we look at the month complete, I've definitely have made great progress on that. So although some of the areas I struggled with a little bit, all in all, I did pretty good. So I decided to go ahead and do my monthly reflection since this month is pretty much over, and so Monday is going to be the 31st. So I'm going to definitely take time to plan out my my February goals, and then start this process again. So I decided to reflect on my month, and so this is part of my process, which is checking in weekly on myself, on my action steps, reflecting on it. But now let's reflect on the month. You know, I think I did very well at meeting my action steps. Every week I was consistent in adding my action steps to my planner, which was very, very key for me. I think by like week 2 I realized that in order for me to really be more intentional, I had to add this to my planner. Again, this is all in my previous videos. Linking the goal planning playlist below so that you guys can go back and you can definitely see the whole process of me writing down my goals and then using my planner and putting it in there. So that has been really, really like key for me. And everything became a routine. So especially the recording and the editing, which I struggled with being consistent with that, because I kind of put it in my planner and I showed up for myself every week. It really became a routine, and so now I don't really have to think about it. I already know that this is what I got to get done, and it really helped me to be consistent. So all in all, I am very proud of my progress. Like, I've paid $800 towards my credit card, actually more. I finished my passport application, and I was pretty consistent with my workouts. Although I had some difficulties, I was pretty consistent, and I was gentle, and I practiced self-compassion at times when I was struggling, which is huge. Like, this is super important, that we can't be self-critical. We have to really just like be gentle and be compassionate for the times that we can't show up for ourselves. So I definitely did that, especially, you know, as many of you guys know that have been watching or know me, know that I had a rough week last week with losing my princess, and so that really like stopped me from doing some of the things I needed to do. But I was very compassionate with myself because I know that it wasn't that I didn't want to, it was just things that come up. And it says, I know that I'm not perfect and it's okay to make mistakes or to have bad days. So all in all, I think my month went really, really well, and I'm really proud of my progress. Now that I have finished and I have reflected on my month, I am going to start to plan for February. So I have my February goal sheet already. And so I'm going to do the same process as I did when you guys saw the first video, which is I'm going to look at my vision board. I'm going to kind of see what are some things that I want to continue to work on. I think because like a lot of these things are not goals that I'm just gonna stop, right? So it's like continuing the same process. Like this, the goal of recording, because my goal is to increase my subscribers and just watch time and things like that. Like, this is already a routine, so I'm gonna keep working on that, and I don't necessarily have to add it into my goal planner. But one of the things that I was thinking about was bumping this up a little notch. I'm learning about batching, which is you pick a time block and you do a bunch at the same time to save you time. So instead of recording one video, I can record, you know, more than one video to kind of like batch it and really save some time there. So that's probably something I'm gonna work on. You know, I'll continue working on this, and I know that I will get that paid within you know, the next week or so, and so I'm gonna continue to kind of look and see what I need to work on. But some of these this is already like a habit, and so I already know, and this I'll continue to work on. But yeah, so I'm gonna set some February goals, and then I'm going to continue to do this progress. And I will probably bring it back here. If you guys are interested in continuing to see me do this goal planning process, please definitely comment below and let me know. Hit that like button so that I know that this is something that you want to continue to see on my channel. I really appreciate you guys commenting and letting me know you know, how you're doing on your own goal setting process. So thank you for anyone that has contacted me either on here, on Instagram. You guys can follow me on Instagram, Kayla Inspires, and I post a lot of different updates and kind of like some of my process on there. And I wanted to show you guys that I upgraded or updated the cover. So this is going to be the cover for the journal going forward. And I did add a year calendar on there. And I also added a 2022 goal sheet, which I thought I printed, but I didn't. And then I created another version in pink. I did get some requests on this, so I was able to update or add a new journal. And so here it is in pink. And I'll show you guys how it looks. So this is just like my first introduction page. And so we have a 2022 yearly calendar. This is the goal sheet that I was speaking about. And so this would be something that you could use to plan out your goals for the year. And then you'll have your monthly goal sheet. So the font is different and the color combo is different. So there are some goal sheets there. This is the vision board sheet. So that one is how that one looks. This is your weekly planner. So it looks a bit different than this one. You have your goal tracker. You have your weekly reflection, your monthly reflection, and I believe that's it. So there are two versions now. So if you are more like me and likes kind of the blue tones, then this one would be a good one. If you're more into like the pinks, this is another one. And I may come up with other color combos. I know that for us, it's really nice to have something that kind of represents us. And so these are available in my Etsy shop. And I am, it's going to be linked below. And I was also thinking that I will be creating a coupon code. So if you're interested in trying out my goal planning journal, I am going to link a coupon code below so that you can save some money on trying this out. So if you're interested, definitely look at the search box, the description box below, and get that information. And thank you for watching. I think that I will definitely try to come back and continue this process with you guys. And please comment below if this is something that you want to continue seeing. Let me know how you're doing. How did you do on your January goals? Or if you're watching this much later into the future, how are you doing in your goal process as of right now? Something like this can be very helpful because you have a plan in place to kind of help you to plan things out. There's other plans out there, so definitely let me know what you're doing to kind of track your goals. Are you using something like this? Are you purchasing, you know, my goal planner to try it out for yourself? Definitely engage with me and let me know below, and definitely hit that notification bell, subscribe so that you guys can get notified when I put out my next video. So I plan on coming back and doing a video on giving you guys an update on my month. So although we kind of went over it right now, I definitely want to do a face-to-face video where I'm going to let you guys know how I felt this process went, using this journal. So again, thank you, and I hope that you guys come back for my next video.